Imagine you've spent like a decade building this massive multi-billion-dollar house of cards, and then uh, someone just violently bumps the table. That is the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. Welcome to today's deep dive, where we are unpacking the upcoming December 2026 release of Avengers Doomsday. And right up front, I want to assure you this is a zero spoiler zone.
Yeah, absolutely no spoilers here. We are just looking at the setup.
Right, we are strictly explaining the core premise and, the wild behind-the-scenes scramble that got us here, all based on a stack of articles and comic histories we've pulled together.
And honestly, that real-world scramble is almost as dramatic as the plot itself. I mean, the original plan was building everything up to the Kang Dynasty, right?
Yeah, but then they had to pull a massive pivot.
Exactly. Between Jonathan Majors' legal issues and audiences honestly just kind of shrugging at Kang as a big villain,
Yeah.
they executed this huge emergency pivot to Doomsday. And by the way, if you want the full story on that whole Marvel Universe scramble, you should definitely check out the dedicated video we have on this channel.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Check that out. But yeah, it really is like a sports franchise that is just having a terrible, struggling season. So they panic and bring back their championship-winning coach and their MVP just to save the day. I mean, they literally brought back the Russo brothers to direct and Robert Downey Jr. to star.
Yeah, that sports analogy is spot on. The Russos have even explicitly said they view this film as a totally new beginning. They really want to lay a new foundation for the future of the MCU.
Okay, so let's talk about the actual movie premise, because it sounds huge. We have three distinct universes colliding.
Yeah, it's massive.
You've got
the main Earth 616-2, and then Earth 828, which is the Fantastic Four's universe, and finally the Fox-era X-Men universe.
all just crashing together. And there are two main Avengers teams dealing with this too. An Earth-based team with Bucky Barnes, U.S. agent, and Falcon staying behind to protect their world. Plus, this whole multiversal team heading into the X-Men universe for a massive battle.
Right, it's a huge roster.
But my question is, like, how does the movie juggle all these characters without it just feeling like total chaotic info overload? I mean, it sounds bloated.
Well, it would be, but that's where the source material comes in.
Yeah.
The narrative blueprint here is Jonathan Hickman's New Avengers comic. And that comic elegantly handles the chaos through something called incursions.
Incursions.
Yeah, an incursion is this terrifying event where two universes physically collide,
Right.
and it forces the heroes into impossible moral choices. Basically, you either destroy the other universe or yours dies.
Wow, so kill an entire reality or let yours die. And that is where Robert Downey Jr.'s Victor Von Doom enters the picture, right? He is a variant from that Earth 828.
He is, yes. But a lot of people worry this is just going to be an uninspired, evil Iron Man situation.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask about that. Like, is it just Tony Stark going bad?
Yeah.
Because that feels like a massive cheat code to get us to care.
It does. But the sources highlight a huge psychological difference. Like, Tony Stark's trauma taught him heroic sacrifice, right? But Doom's trauma completely broke him. He actively resents others living happily while he suffers.
Oh, wow. So he's not just a palette swap.
Exactly. And to prove he's on a whole different level, you just have to look at the Fantastic Four first steps post-credit scene. Doom is targeting toddler Franklin Richards.
Wait, a toddler? Why a toddler?
Well, Franklin is a mutant who can literally warp reality. Doom wants to harness that kid's power to build what is called Battle World.
A battle world. So like a single patchwork reality made from the destroyed universes.
Precisely. He's trying to staple the surviving fragments together.
Which just shows why this matters so much to you as a viewer. I mean, this isn't just another superhero sequel. This is the final chapter of the current MCU, and it's designed to permanently reboot the universe.
It really is. And the sources note that Doom actually tells the heroes they have lived, quote, stolen lives, which leads to a really interesting thought.
Oh, yeah. If Doom is the only person who figures out how to save these fragments of reality from total multiversal destruction, does that actually make him the ultimate savior rather than the villain?
Right, like if he doesn't build Battle World, everything just dies.
That is wild to think about. Definitely something for you to ponder on your own. Is the guy forcing a child to build a Frankenstein universe actually the good guy? Thanks for hanging out with us on this deep dive.